have shown in brain scans how to activate 100% of the brain. It is scientifically endorsed, so there is no speculation about it, and it is accessible and very effective within a half hour. We are able to take over what actually is ours. And that is our happiness, our strength, and our health, and to fend off stress mechanisms. And that's what we have shown, how to tap into the stress mechanisms in the brain.
You went and did this immune system study with I think a university in Holland, where
University. Yes,
they injected you with like an E. coli that would normally cause a violent physical reaction, and with your breathing technique, you had no reaction, and it was scientifically proven, right?
Yes.
Then you went and taught, I think, 10 random people to do the same thing, so it wasn't just you being a genetic freak.
We reproduced that study, which fundamentally changed the books in the university, namely that the autonomic nervous system can be deeply influenced, and that after 16,134 same experiments, a controlled endotoxin experiment wherein everybody was injected with the E. coli bacteria, which makes the people sick between 3 and 6 hours. Very sick, like uncontrolled shivering, fever, severe headaches, overall muscle ache, back aches, things like that. Really sick. So more than 16,000 people had undergone the same experiment, the same injection of the bacteria, and nobody could fend off the reaction on the immune system caused by the injected E. coli bacteria. And then suddenly 12 people show 100% score after 4 days over the immune system and activating deeply into the autonomic nervous system. That fundamentally has changed our beliefs and insights and understanding of what we as humans are capable of within our bodies. That was only the start. We reproduced that study with more people, and we got the same results.
You taught them your breathing techniques.
Yes.
They got injected.
Yes.
And they were able to not have
no symptoms of fever, no uncontrolled. They felt okay. They began to make jokes like, that must be a sort of placebo or nocebo or whatever. It must be sugar water because the E. coli bacteria is not here.
And they were doing the Wim Hof breathing method, every 30 minutes for 6 hours, or you?
I always say, do it as much as you feel you need. These breathing techniques enable you to go deeply within your physiology. And if something is wrong in your physiology, that is, for example, an injected bacteria, then you are able to tap into your own physiology and get rid of the intruder. In this case, the bacteria. If we are so de-stimulated all the time with these stresses, then these deepest parts are not connected neurologically. And so what I say, technology is great, but also get the biotechnology going. And that's your own brain I'm talking about. And that brain is the seat of the mind. And the seat of the mind you should learn to control, to walk, to make distance. A little child, there's nothing wrong with a little child in your arms, but it's not able to yet walk because the neurological pathways with the midbrain, the motorical brain and their legs is yet not established. But in due time it will happen.
Right.
Likewise, I say to everybody, we are able to create new neurological pathways. It's a born with right to do that, to expand your consciousness, perception, neurology into the deepest part of your brain and become the master not only of the deepest part of the brain and connect data, with any other part that is expanding your consciousness. That is our purpose. The soul wants to express. And there we are, there we come in. And we are never taught in schools how to do it. Now, I show this in brain scans that we all are born with the same capacity neurologically to enter into any part of our brain. have shown in brain scans how to activate 100% of the brain.
100%.
100%.
Because aren't we told we're only using 10% of our brain, Wim, or 20?
They say 14. I think
14%?
they do not really know. Maybe it's 16, maybe it's 15, but nothing really more. Consciously, that we are able to activate parts of our brain only for that percentage. And I say, through these breathing techniques, done the right way, we are able to make the blood flow and the neural activity going in all the brain. That's one. Then the blood flow is able to go, it follows the neural activity,
right.
And thus it gets everywhere. Is when we are able to go past our perceived neurological limits, conditioning of our brain into any other part. Now, we have been taught in school to always history, mathematics, and language, and those have certain patterns. And they keep on, they ask for blood all the time. We are thinking beings all the time. But where is the being, just being? Where is the empathy? Where is the happiness, the strength, and the health? Those are parts of our brain. We should not be only thinking all the time. We should know and feel what is the soul and understand it through the seat of our mind, which is the brain. And technically, we can now show in brain scans how to enter into the deepest. And so if we are able to go into the deepest, where else can we not go? So we have to go back to the new threshold of the new dimensions of how to acquire the power of our own mind.
Wim, can you take me through one round of breathing, please? Just so people can see what we're talking about. And then if they want to go deeper, they can go see the Wim Hof method. I know you have a free app and they can really understand it, but I just think it would be powerful for people just to see maybe me do it or you do it, and then they can just see also how simple it is. They just have to take the first step. So, do you mind? Can we do it?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
That is great. We start when we have no air in the lungs.
Okay.
But first we do 30 breaths.
30 breaths. Okay.
With that, just follow it. We got all the science done. It does amazing stuff in the body. We are blowing off carbon dioxide, make the body alkaline, get into the lymphatic system. There's so much happening here, right here. We will go into the deepest part of the brain. We will go into the bone marrow. We will influence the DNA, and all because of a very simple technique. You better breathe. And yes, we got this t-shirt and it says freeze on one side, and then you turn it around and it says breathe, motherfucker. And it is as simple as that. How to change the alchemy, your biochemistry, both in the brain and your body. Just follow this. So you sit, you go for 30 breaths, fully in and letting go.
Okay.
So you take them fully in. This is fully in and letting go.
Through the mouth.
Simple, eh?
Through the mouth.
Mouth, nose, ears. It doesn't matter.
Any hole will do.
Any hole doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Take it easy. It is simple. Take it light and do it all.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
There we go.
Okay.
Fully in.
Okay.
And letting go. Fully in. Letting go. I'm going to guide you more. So we got 25 more. You're probably going to feel tingling. It's good. Just go on. Carbon dioxide is being blown off. Go like Brian. Fully in, letting go. Fully in, letting go. The body is becoming alkaline. Carbon dioxide goes down. Yes. The adrenal axis is coming into play. Amazing how the body is going to reset. Oh, he's going good. Yes. You guys, you all see it is simple, yet very effective. Use your life force. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fully in. Fully in and letting go. And stop. No smuggling. Tingling is there.
Tingling's
Light
there.
head.
The
Don't
tingling's
talk.
there.
Don't tick. After the out breath, you stayed. There you are. Just relax. Be the witness. Must feel a rush in your brain, in your body. The tingling is there. Hemoglobin is going up. That is what makes the tingling. It's your nervous system at work. We are going into the autonomic nervous system, slowly but surely. Why? Because we don't breathe after the out breath. The deepest part in the brain is noticing there is no oxygen coming in. He is not breathing. That is the primitive brain. And then the primitive brain makes a signal to the adrenal axis. That is hypothalamus, pituitary gland, adrenal glands. And it resets the body. He's 115, 120 almost, without having a need to breathe. Whenever you feel the need to breathe, you take him fully in and hold. But not yet. Yes? Take him fully in and hold. Hold. Close mouth and squeeze to your head and have a nice time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Okay, relax. Whenever you do this, this is of course entering without breathing after the out breath. It's very stressful for the primitive brain, yet you felt very comfortable. Mm-hmm. What happened was that you produced more adrenaline here, sitting like this, than somebody going into its first bungee jump. It has been compared in the blood samples showing that this technique makes the body's adrenal axis go more than somebody going into its first bungee jump. That means a reset of the body. Because the principle of our primitive brain, our prehistoric brain, was to fend off danger. And danger can come in many ways nowadays, but we don't see it, we don't feel it. We are not connected. Thus, it doesn't work. Thus, the bacteria comes in, the depression comes in, the virus comes in, the oxidative stress comes in, and it does all its negative work. And we do not know how to fend it off because the deepest part of the brain is not connected. And this is the way to reconnect with the deepest part of the brain. Thus, it will help you during the day when stress comes in. When you are of God and doing your work, then still your primitive brain is able to detect all the stresses and to fend it off.
And you took me back down to that lizard brain there. I mean, that's what you did.
Yes, sir. It's right. And if you do another round, now you had 135. If you would do another round, you would go to 215 or 230 and then 3 minutes. It's amazing.
Without having to breathe. That's that pause.
And without air in your lungs.
Right.
And that is asking for the most of stress possible. Because we can be without food, we can be in the cold, we can be in the heat, but without breathing, only a couple of minutes. So we went very controlled and you felt okay, like nice.
Felt nice, yeah.
Like parasympathetic nervous system activity is going on, which is at peace, deeply within, a rush, and creating the most of stress possible. It's almost contradictory.
Yes.
But this is the way how, not to trick, but how to deal with the mind. And the deepest part of the mind is also the seat of the emotion. This is what you learn to appease. So people with depression, with psychosis, with all kinds of PTSD, fear, trauma, all those things hidden and bothering the person in life, they are now able to appease all that by going into the deepest part of the brain and learning how to regulate through this simple breathing technique.